Hi everyone, my name is Dina. I'm a political science doctoral student at University of Milan, and I'm going to present my research topic, why I chose it and why I believe it's important to study it. So as you can infer from the image on the screen, my topic is about corruption more widely and about bribery specifically. Here I need to first of all make a distinction between corruption as it's understood in the Western countries as high-level elite corruption that occurs in high echelons of government and corporations. And corruption that I focus on in my study is about petty administrative public sector corruption that occurs in everyday life of a majority of citizens where you are expected to pay a bribe to obtain essential public services such as education, healthcare, obtaining businesses, IDs, passports. Quite often you are faced with delays if you're not willing to pay a bribe to speed up the process. Okay, and this is my official title. So I am researching whether the adoption of e-government, electronic government, reduces administrative corruption. And I will investigate the causal link between adoption of electronic government and reduction in corruption um, in Kazakhstan. So in Kazakhstan, corruption is endemic and it halts economic development, trust in governance, and democratic institutions. Um, and the current literature says that digitalization of public service delivery, that is electronic government, curbs corruption by limiting the direct contact between public servants and citizens as a result of digitalization, which supposedly leads to less corruption. However, some scholars question the validity of these studies as they say there's a lack of evidence of a causal relationship between e-government and corruption and reduction in corruption. That's why I'm willing to investigate it, especially as no empirical research has been conducted to date to assess the impact of adopting e-government in Kazakhstan. So I hope to fill that gap in the academic literature by investigating the case of Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan has adopted electronic government in 2006, and I would like to see how has it impacted petty corruption, transparency, accountability, and if at all, especially as Kazakh government spends a lot of public money on developing e-government, of implementing e-government design. So it is, I believe, it's an important topic to research because if e-government actually reduces corruption, then this topic deserves more attention. It could encourage other developing countries fighting corruption to also adopt electronic government to reduce corruption. But if my research proves that there isn't a causal link between adoption of the government and reduction in corruption, then it could also shed some light for international organizations such as UNDP or World Bank who fund electronic government. There is also a case when governments of developing countries adopt e-government without realizing why, just copying and pasting Western models of e-governments, which isn't helpful. So, on the other hand, I would like to research how to make e-government design and implementation more contextual to each country so that it can best impact reduction in corruption. In short, it's a win-win situation because if there is no causal relationship, then I will also look at how to make the government design implementation better in order to impact reduction in corruption. Thank you very much. I'm open to discussion and questions if you have any. Ciao a tutti.